What are you eating? It looks good. Is it cookie? Are you eating a cookie?
I
What are
don't
you
eat
eating?
cookie. I don't eat cookies.
I didn't know that. You're against cookies? What if it's?
Cookies?
I mean, there's some good cookies out there.
What am I, 5 years old?
You don't eat cookies at all. Zero cookies for Ruben Aguilar.
Cookies.
Cookies, Cookis, cookies, or galletas for our Latin folk out there.
I haven't eaten a cookie in probably years.
Come on.
Cookies? Cookies.
Yeah, you never had like a little chocolate, like mom makes these great chocolate chip. You don't eat mom's
I don't eat
great
them.
chocolate chip cookies. I
I
hope she doesn't
don't
see this.
like.
It'll break her heart.
No,
It'll break her
she knows
heart.
I don't take them.
Hmm.
Never take the
I
cookies.
take maybe one too many, but I don't eat them a lot. Like I don't eat cookie. Just so you know, my audience know here, our audience. I don't eat a lot of cookies anymore, but every so often I indulge in a little cookie. Anyway,
I can say a lot of things. I will not
don't
say.
do it. Don't do it.
Hello, everybody. Today we're talking Teacher Appreciation Week. Who doesn't appreciate teachers? Well, I hope it's not Jacob because I'm going to ask him which teacher he'd like to talk about today for Teacher Appreciation Week. Which teacher stands out to you? Well, who have you been thinking about, Jacob?
All day today, I've been thinking about one teacher, and I know there are other teachers that have had a big impact on me, but one had a major impact on me, and I'll share why. Her name was Miss Kasten, and she was a middle school teacher. She taught math, algebra, pre-algebra, and I took her in eighth grade. I don't think I had her in seventh, but I know I had her in eighth grade. I might have had her for seventh as well. I can't remember right now, but she had a great impact on me because first off, she made math interesting, and I hate math, and even after that, I didn't like math. I did well because I think of her teaching, and just because she was able to explain it very well. But she did something else, Ruben, that really made a difference. And maybe I think I could say truly, and you hear other people say this, but I don't want to sound sappy, but I really believe she had an impact on me wanting to teach. She one day she tells me, "Oh, Jacob, I'm going to where there's this breakfast we're having for the teacher, not teacher, but student. It's students we appreciate. We're able to invite two students as teachers." She said, "And I'm going to invite you and another student." And she invited a seventh grader. I was eighth grade at the time, and I was just like, "What?" As one of her top students, and so we went to this breakfast, Ruben, and it was nice. A lot of teachers, and I was kind of a little weird because you're eating breakfast with your teachers and these other students. And I looked around, Rube, and I looked, and all the kids that were there were like top kids, smart kids. And I said, "Man, do I belong here? I don't." But then she made me feel so comfortable, and I think I share that because it blew up my confidence. And somebody noticed me. I just felt like she saw me, and she noticed me. And I really try to do that in my teaching room. I think about that a lot. I go, I want to be able to notice students, like even those quiet ones, because I was quiet, just say, "Hey, how are you doing?" Or talk to them. Talking about music. I love talking about music. We talk music a lot with my students. Um, and so I do that, and I just really give that credit to Miss Kasten because she saw me when I don't think a lot of teachers saw me. I was a really quiet kid. Uh, well, in middle school, we get a little crazier, but even then, I wasn't as crazy as most kids. I just really appreciated her that she saw me, and I keep saying saw me because she really did. I felt that. I felt like she cared about me, and she honored me by letting me go to this breakfast. And after that, she'd always just call on me, and I always just wanted to do well. I wanted to let her know that I wouldn't let her down, and I would just do my homework. I got straight A's in math, and I did really well in math after that because just because of her. I really have to give her a lot of credit, but at least she spurred me on, and I really want to say that's what I appreciate. Now, for you, Ruben, I mean, do you have someone like
So,
that, or
so while we're talking about
Miss
your
Caston? Yeah.
teacher for a moment, so your choice is Miss Kasten.
Hmm.
And you mentioned that she looked out and she saw maybe the quiet students in the room, which is a
Yeah.
good strategy for
It is.
teachers. Because,
Mhm.
a lot of times we notice the kids that talk and are very present in one way or the other. It could be negative,
Mhm.
or they could be the A student
Yeah.
who speaks up all the time. The kids that have their hand up all the time, it's a natural thing. We notice that. Well, what you're saying is that she noticed you and you might not have had your hand up all the time. So that's a very good quality in a teacher. Is there any other thing you want to say about Miss Cassidy? Is there any other strategy that you remember that
You
you
know, I
thought
do remember
stood out?
her. You know, it's funny that you know how you can't remember story. I mean, this is in middle school, okay? I still remember some of her stories, Ruben. But she didn't use. She used stories to help the lesson, right? She would use it because math is not. It's kind of a dry subject, and I think she knew that, and so she would talk about some stories, not some even about her. It was just stories to go along with the math problems. And I thought, wow, that's clever. Not too many teachers use stories to do math, but you could do that, regarding, and I can't even remember this one. I mean, I do remember a situation where she talked about this motorcycle accident, but then she was talking, about taking away and adding. So I was just thinking, wow, I just get blown away by her at the time. I was like, wow, this lady, she makes things more interesting than other teachers, because I had math teachers that I would be like, oh God, get me out of here. And she didn't do that. So yeah, I like that strategy of her relating to the students' stories that they could at least buy into and be because you want to get the kids to be interested in the content, and she was able to do that. So I really appreciate that.
Very good. Thank you very much, everybody. Miss Kasten, storyteller, and
Did you?
finds the students who are hiding in the bushes, maybe.
There you go.
And
That'd be the title.
Teacher Appreciation Week, everybody. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.